here from World of Enders with Mr. Guard Man.
Mr. Godman has arrived. Dun,
Look,
dun,
you're so
dun.
tiny. You're the smallest guardian.
What do you mean? I will guard you. I will guard you better than you can guard me.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's stand side by side here.
Okay, alright. Are you the biggest
Okay,
guardian?
If you were doing a dungeon
Okay.
and you saw me and you saw you,
Yeah.
who would you pick to guard you?
You would pick me because this is like a Final Fantasy game or something, right? Where the really little guys, those are the really deadly ones. Besides, look at my color theme. I'm red and black. I'm the evil, awesome guy.
The correct answer was you picked me because you're level 20 and you can't do dungeons yet.
Wow. Look, that's why I'm
Yeah.
in the Heart of the Mist. It's fine. This is not a main character of mine. You
All right,
got me.
Okay, so I asked you here for a reason.
Okay.
I wanted to show you my new build.
Okay. It's good to
And I
meet
know
you.
how much... Thank you for coming.
Okay.
I know how much you love me telling you about my builds.
Yeah, I think you always have the best ideas. I never poo-poo them. I never tell you that they're unviable, and we never argue about it, right? We're always good friends about builds, right?
Yeah. That was
Okay.
a well-timed cough. Because in reality, I always tell him about these great ideas I have, and he
Bad
always...
ideas. I'm sorry, what?
And he always tells me why they're bad, and which is why I'm decided to start this new series, I guess. I'm
Okay.
gonna start with the Guardian of Boott's bad builds.
So let me get this straight, Boots. I get to just come on your channel every now and then and slap a build of yours about and just be mean about it, and that's it. That's me done. Job done for the day. Is that really what this is?
That's exactly what this is.
Wow, I'm having fun already.
Okay, so but my intention is that I have builds that are just so ingenious
Okay.
that you can't say bad stuff
Okay.
about them.
All right. Well, we'll try. We'll try. Well, I would say the first component to any good build is the way your character looks, and
Oh come on! I look awesome.
I don't know.
Tyrell Saldane, husband to Eliana Saldane.
I mean, where's all the high-level radiant armor? Hey, like the leggings and the chest plate and stuff.
No, that's just gaudy stuff. I mean, this is all you need.
Really?
Leggings.
I think
these
the wings
leggings
are a bit
barely-
tacky, bro. The Shattered Dragon wings.
Really?
Yeah, they're a bit tacky. And the sword is too. Actually, I can't even poo-poo the sword. I'm sorry, I admit it. I love that sword. I think it's so cool.
And it works so well with the getup too.
Okay, all right. So you get a 1 for
This is not a rating system.
visual element of your build so far. So what's the idea? So you're coming to me with really interesting builds, like, because Guild Wars 2 can actually have some really exciting ideas, right? Some really cool, exciting ideas, but the problem is 90% of it never works, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got one of these cool ideas for Guardian.
That's gonna work. I swear.
Is it now?
Yeah,
Okay, so
alright,
talk
let's start
to
it
me. What's
off.
it for?
Let's start it off. Okay. I guess I'll call this Defender, my Defender build.
Okay,
Okay.
right. Is
not
this gonna?
it actually defends people.
Yeah.
Although
Okay.
I guess it could. But because of the runes. I have Superior Rune of the Defender. You're not going to be able to find it in PvP because it's one of those ones you can only create with...
Ooh. Okay.
yeah, you can only make them with crafting and you can't actually buy them.
Wow, I
So-
like it already. This is pretty hipster already. So Defender runes, what did they give you?
Alright, so it's healing stat.
Okay.
So you get 175 healing from it.
Okay.
The number 2 slot is when you block a foe's attack, you get 1 second of regeneration.
Okay.
Alright?
Have
Now,
you
the
got some
interesting
synergies with that?
interesting thing about that is there's no cooldown.
When you block, you gain how long of regeneration?
1 second of regeneration. I
What-
think
but
it
no
might be
cooldown.
bugged to be 2 seconds right now, but it's 1 second of regeneration.
Okay. Maybe that's just your boon duration affecting.
Maybe. Number 4 slot. When you use a heal skill, you gain Aegis for 5 seconds.
Okay. All right.
Cooldown 10 seconds.
Okay.
Number 6.
So
when
then
you-
that blocks, obviously, and then you get some more regen from the 2.
Yeah. Number 6. When you block a foe's attack, heal yourself. Cooldown 30 seconds.
Now that one does have a cooldown, yes, I remember. These are the cool runes that it's like, oh, if you ran them on a warrior in World vs. World, you could shield stance and, in theory, max your health back out. But they kind of don't work because of the cooldown, which kills the rune set.
Yeah, so it's a 30-second cooldown, fine. But the heal on it is pretty extraordinary. It's like 4,000 heal.
Really now?
Yeah.
So you could heal, give yourself Aegis, block, and then get like another pretty big heal too. 4,000 heal. I mean, my heal
At least
right
4,000. It's like 3,900 plus a coefficient of your healing power.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So I mean, you've not quite sold it to me yet, but keep going. I'm
Okay,
curious.
so based off of that, I went with Aegis love. Love of the Aegises.
Okay. And
So-
a bit Scottish there, I guess too.
Louvre?
Was that Scottish?
I don't think so.
The Louvre is a place in France.
No, that's
Boots.
the Louvre.
The Louvre.
Louvre.
Yes. Okay, and it's in. Okay.
All right, so Shattered Aegis, first of all. Actually, there's two traits that I use that are changeable, I think, for this build, because they are both Aegis-based, but I don't know if they're necessary.
Okay. So Shattered Aegis. Talk to me.
So when an Aegis you applied is removed, it deals damage to nearby foes.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward. A little bit extra damage.
Synergizes with the runes. I see.
Yeah, they could crit as well. Also, with some of my skills, I will apply Aegises to my party members or people around me, and those Aegises also deal damage when they're removed.
Oh, do they now?
Yeah, because it's an Aegis you applied. is removed.
Okay. All right. I like it. Okay.
Yeah. Next, Defender. So 2 in Valor.
Mm-hmm.
Get a chance to burn attackers while blocking.
Okay. You can also consider the minor that you picked up in Valor, which again is another block.
Right, gain Aegis when you're struck below. That I mean, I sometimes like to show this build to people just by standing in front of something and having it attack me for a while, bring me down to half health, and then by not doing anything, just heal up to full again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice. Then Defender's Flame, gain whatever it's called, burn attackers while blocking. The number 6 in there to get a little more precision for my build, do a little more extra damage. Because I got a lot of toughness with this Valor.
Okay.
And 20 the number 5, the minor, gain might when you block attacks. That's big. I don't think there's a cooldown on that either. So if you pop your heal skill, which is blocks attacks while healing, and someone's attacking you full force there.
So you're running shelter. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, running shelter. And then I have altruistic healing.
Interesting. Okay.
Applying a boon heals allies. 2 allies heals you. So allies includes yourself in this case.
Why? Okay. All right. No. Continue. Sorry. I'll criticize very shortly.
Not. It's gonna be. You can't even.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. I believe you.
I know what you're gonna ask though. By the way.
Yeah. I know. I'm curious on what you have to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Now in honor, you got 1 in honor.
Okay.
And it just gives retaliation when it ends. Also, gain vigor when you deliver a critical hit, but whatever. And dodge roll also heals you, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, Aegis heals you when you block an attack.
Okay. Which number is that?
That is 6, Pure of Heart.
Interesting. Okay. So you actually get a double heal from when your Defender rune procs, because you're getting it from the Defender rune, and it's also breaking an Aegis on your Pure of Heart.
Exactly.
So it's almost a 5k heal. Or is your big estimation for those runes including the Pure of Heart?
No, it's not.
It's not. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And then finally, the 2 in Virtues is I gave it Unscathed Defender, deal more damage while under the effects of Aegis. But that's, again, one of the 2 things that I don't know if I necessarily need to have. Now, the utility skills and healing skill. Obviously, Shelter.
Mm-hmm. Lots of blocks.
Mm-hmm. Retreat.
Okay. More Aegis.
Mm-hmm. This middle utility skill could be really anything. I haven't really figured out what I want to put there. It could be Contemplation of Purity. It could be Signet of... No. Wait, where's that? Oh yeah, here. Signet of Judgment's good. Reduces 10% reduction in incoming damage. Anyway, so that's a whatever. And then the third utility skill is Shield of the Avenger.
Okay, and why Shield of the Avenger?
Because it is a stun breaker. It's got it lasts 20 seconds when you summon it, and that gives you enough time to use its ability twice which breaks stuns and gives you Aegis and gives weakness on your opponents.
Oh, that's pretty interesting, actually. You know, I never really thought of the Aegis giving component of the shield. Like at all. And so the shield gives Aegis. Does that therefore proc your trait, such as dealing damage when that Aegis is popped?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a different entity. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it gives Aegis to you.
Do you get like altruistic healing from that?
Yeah, you do. I'll tell you more about you get altruistic healing from it, but on top of that, really cool is every time, because of all these traits that I've picked up, you get the regeneration when you block an attack with Aegis, you get might when you block an attack, you get retaliation when you block an attack, and I think you sometimes get a second stack of might or something else. I have to find it, but usually you get 4 other boons when you cast and Aegis gets knocked off of you.
Right, and so this is why you went altruistic healing.
Exactly, because every time you apply Aegis on yourself, in fact, you're applying 5 boons instead.
Okay. What weapons are you running with?
I am using Greatsword and Sword Focus.
Okay. All right. So
Sword
what else?
Focus, because Sword, you got your block ranged attacks, block duration of 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And Focus, because you have it blocks 3 attacks
Shield
and
of Wrath,
explodes.
yeah.
And Great Sword, because the Great Sword I have looks so cool.
Okay.
That's the only reason, really. But also does damage.
That's fine. That's a valuable part of build making. I accept that. Okay, and lastly, what stat set do you go with?
Well, I did it sort of right now, you can't see it because I'm in PvP. But in PvE, I have a mix of Berserker, some Knights.
What? Why? What's with the mix? Mix?
Because, I don't know.
What? It's a huge...
all right. A little bit of Cleric.
And here is the most important question. Jesus. Here is the most important question. What is it for? What is your build for?
For having fun.
For having fun, just for running around PvE.
And yeah, I went to World vs. World, have some fun in there too. It's fun to wade into like Zergs by yourself and just block everything for a little while.
Okay,
and then,
sure.
Yeah. And
I'm
it
guessing
works
you're
really well.
Focus.
Yeah, and it works really. Yeah, of course, renewed focus.
But if you want to do that, why don't you just go on like an invulnerability Ellie and do it much better?
I don't see what your point is.
All right, me and my Yeti are watching. Oh. Okay.
So they're actually taking damage from just retaliation, which is nice.
And the burning.
Yeah.
The burning that seems to last for a single tick on a build that has no condition damage. Yeah, okay. The shield applied some weakness. That's nice.
Well, so I guess we'll pop my healing skill.
Oh, there you go. I liked it. Yeah, I saw it. That was a pretty chunky heal. Here's the thing, Boots.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm going for... I could probably change my gear about a little bit, because it's a build that is trying to get a bunch of defense without having to stat for it.
But you're trading for it.
Except the traits, it's only...
Traits do account for a lot of what your build can do offense-wise and utility-wise.
Not a lot.
Yeah, a lot. An awful lot. I'd say, definitely close to the stat set that you choose. Definitely, I think one way you can view stats in this game, and I think it's not the way the game should be, but at the moment at least, is stats are just kind of like, hey, how glassy are you? How much damage do you do versus how like a training wheel kind of thing. And unfortunately, that's kind of what the game's become. It shouldn't be, but you can view but the traits are still incredibly important. I feel like you're giving up so much just to have this synergy with the defender runes, and it doesn't really do anything. There is always the golden rule of why block if you can kill? When it could have been dead 30 seconds earlier, what's the point in blocking all of that stuff?
Well, I wasn't attacking.
I know, but if you are attacking and you compare yourself to someone else who is attacking and has decent weapons and has decent traits, you can put them on your stat set if you like.
Okay,
to.
so yeah, no, I totally agree with you there. You're talking about pure PvE, right?
Yeah, this is why I'm asking. What's it for?
Oh, well, no, it's for everything. It's for PvE. Well, not really for PvE that as much as it is for, let's say, world versus world.
So this is a world versus world build.
Roaming.
You're throwing a world
No,
versus...
I don't know. I don't know what it's for. I should have thought of what it's for first.
This is the thing, man. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going as hard in one direction as you possibly can, right? Like, here I'm on a stupid healing parity, but, like, the thing is that people aren't going to run it because there's no need for it. Like, it's cool that you get loads of block synergy. It really is. It's cool that on some builds you can share signet auras and pump all this crazy stuff out. But if it's not necessary, if it's not better than anything else by like a wide margin, I unfortunately don't see the point. And that's why I would never run it, even though you've got all this cool synergy going on with the block stuff.
But it is good synergy, eh?
It's good synergy. I'll give you that. You get like an 8 out of 10 for synergy.
Sweet.
For usefulness,
Yeah.
you get like a 3 out of 10.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
no, I just decided. I know exactly what it's for.
What's it for?
And just to like completely overturn all your criticisms.
Oh god. Okay.
You ready?
Okay. What's it for?
I don't think you're ready.
Am I ready for this? Is it for synergy itself?
No.
Is it to appease the synergy
It's a
gods?
game mode. It's a game mode. It's to appease the synergy gods.
Wait. What game mode?
I forget what it's called now. Conquest? No, not Conquest. I think
For Stronghold?
Stronghold.
What do you mean it's
It's
for
for
Stronghold? What does
Stronghold.
that mean?
I have made this build. It's the epic Stronghold build. You don't know it yet. You don't know it yet. You're gonna find out on Tuesday, but you don't know it yet.
It's
But
for
this-
defending the Lord, right? Ah, I get it. And it's
exactly.
for escorting the NPCs.
That's right.
You know, it all makes sense now, actually. You're, like,
Yeah.
way ahead of the game. Can I ask you, though, why you're not using any specialization stuff?
Because the Guardian specialization is a offhand mace. And
Alright,
It only uses, like, it applies confusion. It's trying to go for a condition damage build.
I thought it was going to apply taunt, you know, actually. I thought maybe adding some
No.
taunt into that build.
No, taunt is only actually for Ellies and thieves.
Okay, right. Thieves, oh my god. So,
Okay, look. So I think I got your answer for this. It's interesting, but not useful in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, there we go.
Thank you for that.
I think that'll be my answer to many episodes of the show. Should it come?
But I think my next build, I think I have the one for you. I think I have the one
really?
that will blow you away based on
Really?
what you just said for this one. Yeah. Are you ready? I think we should do that one next.
Okay, alright, yeah. I'm
Stay tuned
interested.
for the next episode coming soon because we're recording it now.
Oh, are we?